In this video, we will talk about increment, decrement operators and shorthand assignment operators. Let's start with increment and decrement operators. These operators increase and decrease the value of variables by 1 respectively. So if we want to increase the value of variable a by 1, then I will write either a plus plus or plus plus a, depending upon what type of increment I want to do, either post increment or pre increment. I will explain post and pre later, but first let's do some example of increment and decrement. So here I have one variable a which has a value of 4. Then I will increment this value by 1, and then next I will decrease this value by 1 using decrement operator. And next I will place this print statement after each statement to see the changes after each operation. So I will put one here and the next one here. So let's execute this code and see the results. So as you can see, the value was 4, then it got an increment of 1, and then after that it got an decrement of 1, so it became 4 finally. So we were talking about post and pre. As I already told you that we can use these operators in two ways. The first one is when the operator is placed before the variable like this, and the second one is when the operator is placed after the variable like this. The first one is pre-increment and the second one is post-increment. Similarly, this one is pre-decrement and this one is post. In this code, it doesn't really matter what type of operator we use, as each statement is a single operation and there is no conflict of which will be performed first. So I will do one thing. I will place these operations directly inside this println function. I will remove the semicolons here because they are not required. So let's execute this and see the results. In each statement I have used pre-increment or decrement, so the changes will be made first and then the new value will be printed. And if I change the type to post, then the old value will be printed first and then the changes will be made. As you can see the difference between post and pre, the result was 454 earlier and now the result is 445. In the first case the changes were made first and then the values were printed, and in the second case the values were printed first and the changes were made next. So this is what post and pre-increment and decrement are. Next is shorthand operators. Instead of providing some new functionality, these operators are used to represent a longer notation into a shorter one. There are many examples where we want to perform some arithmetic or bitwise operation, and one of the operands in the operation is also our resultant variable. For example, if we want to double the value of a variable, then we can write the statement, let's say a is equal to a multiplied by 2, or if we want to decrease the value of a variable by 5, then we can write a is equal to a minus 5. However, with the help of shorthands, we can perform these operations with a smaller command. We can write these statements as a multi star 2 semicolon, and this one as a minus equal to sign 5 semicolon, and both of the statements will perform the same operation. So let's check. First I will comment out these shorthand operators and then execute this. We can see the result is 3. 4 into 2 is equal to 8 minus 5, the result is 3. And if we comment out this first statements and leave these shorthand statements and execute this again, we have the same result, 3. So that's how we can use shorthand operators. The syntax works on all arithmetic and bitwise operators. The syntax is very simple. First the common operand, then the required operator, then the assignment operator, and then the second operand. Remember that second operand can also be a variable instead of a direct value. Similarly, in all cases, both operands can be a variable, constant, or anything else which returns a value. Let's see some other examples of shorthand operators. If we want to add 4 in this variable a, then we can write this. And if we perform some bitwise operation and operation, then we can also write this. Execute. The answer is 2. So this is all in the operators section. In the next video we will talk about if-else statements. Thank you.